Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. I'm just going to go through a book summary today. I need to go through pretty quickly because I'm on my break, so I thought I'd just knock one out, just to click the numbers over and share some knowledge where we can, and to help us live some shared experiences. You can see the weather, it's just overcast. It's a typical sort of summer. One thing that I won't forgive Sydney for is that when it comes to summer, it's really iffy in terms of the weather. It's overcast, it rains, it's humid. A lot different to what it is when you're in Europe, for example. So I know that whenever I'm in Greece, there's 92 days of sunshine, and it's always beautiful and awesome. Anyway, let's crack on with this book summary. Otherwise, I'll be late getting back to work. Let's hope I don't get kicked out of here by security, but we'll see how we go. And the book is entitled "Don't Give Up and Don't Give In," and it's by an author, Louis Zamperelli, who was a war veteran and talks about his real life experiences. But some of the big messages that come out of this book, very, very powerful, and he kicks off with a bang, saying that if you hate someone, you are not hurting them, all you're hurting is yourself. And I guess a lot of us are caught up in situations in our lives. And I guess as a prisoner of war, he could spend his whole life hating somebody else and having issues with other people around him and blaming everybody else. But what he's realised is that by having that hate, by holding on to that hate, you take ownership of that hate, and by taking ownership of it, you're not hurting them. You're not hurting anybody else other than yourself. So a very, very powerful message for all of us to absorb and to take in. So that's the kickoff. That's a kickoff to his book, and it made me sit up and think that I just look back over my life and the number of people that I've known, who spent their whole life, complaining and being bitter and upset about other people, and that hurt is just so deep and just so painful that you wonder, if I had my time again and if I had them close to me again, I'd be able to comfort them and just tell them that just to let go of that hate, because that hate does nothing other than impact yourself and those around you. So you don't want to be surrounded by hate or bad feelings, because it's good for nobody. It doesn't help the situation, it doesn't make it better. All it does is just allow you to relive it time and time again, and to relive that pain. So let go of that pain, let go of that hate, and take control of your life is the message. And the other thing he talks about is in terms of not giving up and keeping the hope in your life. He says that even if the chances are slim, and this is for people, all of us, we've all got these challenges, and he says that even if the challenges are slim, you must never ever give up, because by even having hope and living with hope gives you purpose, gives you propulsion, gives you something to look forward to. The last thing you want in your life is to give up. And I remember the Greeks have a saying, they're saying the last thing to die is hope. So as the author says, if you've got even the slightest chance of succeeding, continue is his call to action, and never give up on the hope of a better day. And then he goes on to talk about not allowing negative thoughts to be your master. How true is that? And as I said before, there are people, lots of people around us, and including ourselves. We've had days where our negative thoughts have been our masters and we've been the slave to our negative thoughts. I read a book the other day which said that the hardest thing to conquer is a bad attitude, bad habits. So it's important to get over these bad habits and these negative, which are brought on by negative thoughts. So I guess there's a lesson there for all of us. And then the author talks about something else that he learnt in his ordeals, that acceptance. It's important to be able to accept what's happening and to realise it's only a temporary sort of situation. And through acceptance, he says, it creates cheerfulness. And this cheerfulness then creates contentment. So there's a light at the end of every tunnel, from what the author talks about, and you need to accept even your suffering. Accept it, because through accepting it, you're able to manage it rather than it mastering and managing you. And you can extract some cheerfulness and some contentment even through struggle, even being in a situation of struggling and suffering. He goes on to reiterate that hate is self-destruction, so you don't gain anything through hating. So once again, something powerful to think about. And he also reminds us that by not accepting a situation leads to your suffering. You will continue to suffer, and you'll probably suffer even more when you fail to accept a situation that you're in. And he says that life is a challenge. Doesn't matter how good your life is, it's always going to be a challenge, and we need to accept it. Accept our situation where we have no other choice, and learn to make the most of it, to act in a positive way, to think positive thoughts, to try and extract what's good about the situation at this point in time, and to never give up, as the author says. And the final things that he talks about is that when you are wrong, this will be a good one, when you are wrong, admit it. And when you are right, keep your mouth shut. How powerful is that? When you are wrong, or when you are wrong, admit it. And when you are right, keep your mouth shut. Geez, that would have saved me a lot of fights over the years with people and misunderstandings, because I guess we're all the same. We always look for an opportunity to tell people that, you're wrong and I'm right, but that doesn't benefit anybody. That just creates resentment, it creates bad feelings, and it's very, very hurtful, because the people know. They're not stupid. They know that what they've done is a patata, is wrong, and they don't need to be reminded of it, because in many cases they're often punishing themselves over and over again, and because they have to live with it. They have to live with the outcomes. They have to live with the outcomes of their decisions and whatever happens in their life. So try and resist the opportunity to tell people time and time again, I told you so. but help them get back up, help them find their feet, and help them look into the future and to maximise the opportunities in the present and not to worry about what's happened in the past. So let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, let's learn from some of these things that this wonderful book taught us: to not give up, to keep our mouth shut when we're right, and to admit when we're wrong, and to be a support to those around us at every opportunity, because at the end of the day, we're given good fortune in our life, we're given wealth, we're given an education, we're given privilege, not so that we can have a better life, but to help those around us who may not have a better life to at least see some sunny days, unlike today where it's overcast and crappy. But the beauty of Jim's 5am Club is that every day I'll be doing vlogs and I'll be able to document the weather patterns, because as I said, when I go to Greece, I know that I'm going to have 92 days of brilliant sunny days and just an awesome summer. But sadly, here in Sydney, it always seems to be overcast or very, very, very variable at best. And I feel for all the tourists who come here, especially the cruise tourists. We won't be seeing them for a while, but you see cruisers coming into the harbour, and more often than not, it's overcast, it's raining, and it's pretty crappy sort of weather. Anyway, I think we'll leave it at that, and I'll head back to work, and we'll catch up again tomorrow at 5am or another time, and we'll go through and crank out another Jim's 5am Club. So Yassas, take care, have a good rest of the day, and thanks for joining me on this journey of discovery, where we get to share stories, we get to share experiences, observations, you name it, we'll do it. And I think we'll get to the point where, if you thought about it, we're going to vlog about it. That would be my absolute dream, to clock up 1,000 vlogs and to cover every possible topic imaginable. Anyway, Yassas, thanks for your attention and your support, and we'll chat again. Take care, bye for now. From Jim on Jim's 5am Club. Bye.